There is a country in Latin America that allows you to become a naturalized citizen, not a citizen by investment, but a naturalized citizen in just 6 months. You need to spend some time in the country, you need to buy real estate in the country, but it's essentially getting a free second nationality, a free second passport, and that is the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic usually allows you to naturalize with 2 years of residency, meaning that you spend those 2 years inside of the Dominican Republic. But if you invest $200,000 or more into real estate, there is a special provision that allows you to become a citizen in just 6 months. You do need to spend time in the Dominican Republic during those 6 months. You obviously need to have the investment in your own name. It can be a shared investment, but you can become a new citizen of the DR in just 6 months. Now, is that an amazing passport? You can go to a relatively small amount of countries. You can go to Russia, you can go to Japan, you can go to even Iran if you want to. It's not that sought after passport that everybody wants, but it is improving. The DR has a terrible reputation with selling passports. They used to sell passports for $3,000, $5,000, or even you could change your name and do anything you wanted in the DR. They've cleaned that up. Now they want to have a proper citizenship by investment or residency that leads to citizenship in 6 months. Now, the great thing about being a Dominican Republic citizen is that qualifies you for expedited citizenship in other countries in Latin America, even if you're not naturally born in the Dominican Republic. Let's say you buy real estate for $200,000. You can get a solid 2-bedroom apartment next to the beach. There's a lot of beautiful towns and cities all over the DR where specifically Americans and Canadians are retiring to, moving to, digital nomads like Sosua, Cabarete, Punta Cana, La Romana, many other cities that you can explore around the DR. You can get a solid 2-bedroom apartment next to the beautiful beach. The weather is amazing. Also, the DR has amazing mountains, which nobody talks about. Constanza has incredible mountains, incredible places that you can check out in the DR. If you become a citizen of the DR, you can then qualify for fast naturalization in countries like Mexico. Instead of waiting the traditional 5 years to become a citizen of Mexico, now you shorten your timeline to 2 years. You can become a citizen of Mexico after becoming a DR citizen in just 2 years of living in Mexico. The same applies for El Salvador and Panama. Panama, I would be careful. I would rule it out just because they're so picky on who gets citizenship. They don't naturalize people that have been living there for 20 years. But for El Salvador, if you love Nayib Bukele, what he's doing to the country, if you love that it's the safest country, if you love their adoption of Bitcoin, you can become a citizen in just 1 year instead of the traditional 5 years because you're a DR citizen first. Now, another great thing about this program is that as soon as you become a citizen of the Dominican Republic, you're free to sell that real estate. In the case of having permanent residency or residency in the DR through investment, you have to keep that investment in order to keep the residency. But once you become a citizen, you can do whatever you want. You can sell that real estate or buy another piece of real estate, whatever you want, as opposed to the Turkey program where you need to hold it for multiple years if you want to keep your expedited citizenship. The DR is also not part of the CRS information sharing system, so you can get banking in the DR, and as long as you're a resident and later obviously a citizen, you can have some level of good banking privacy. The banks aren't the best in the world, but it's pretty straightforward to get banking. Obviously, if you're a citizen, you're gonna have a little bit more banking privacy than you would in many other places. The Dominican Republic is also improving its diplomatic relations with many countries around the world. They're striving to get that Schengen access, and if the DR gets that Schengen access, you have a solid passport that you can get now. Well, it's not that great. Well, not that many people are trying to get it in just 6 months. I'm personally working on investing in the Dominican Republic, spending some time in the Dominican Republic, and that is why I wanted to explain this program to you, let you know that it exists, because maybe you find it interesting. If you want to know all the countries around the world that offer fast naturalization, fast citizenship by spending time in the country without investing into that country, you definitely want to check out this video right here, the fastest countries to naturalize, to get a second citizenship around the world without investing. There's more than 20 countries that you can take advantage of. Check them out right here.